Now, Nigeria, good morning. Thank you for always joining us. It's definitely going to be a beautiful day. There's a lot to talk about on the show, like we always do. The name is Ria Abdul. Welcome.
Indeed, Nigeria, you heard her. It is time for breakfast. And out of everywhere you could have chosen to be, you're here with us on the TBC Breakfast Show. You're very welcome. My name is Oluremi Tinubu.
It's another day for us to give you all the information that Nigerians are talking about, that the world is talking about, and we're here to give you all the information you deserve to know. I'm Ibrahim Shita, and thank you so much for joining us. Good morning.
Good to see you all.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. But, you know, guys, I don't know if I've broken the news to you that everybody wants to start their morning with us.
Sure. It has always been so.
And I'm not even bragging, I'm just stating the facts. But anyway, good morning, Nigeria. There's a lot to talk about on the show. You know how we do it. At some point, Ibrahim is going to take us through all the headlines on the newspaper. And then we have quite a very important interview where we talk about the diasporas, which is very important. So please make sure you stay tuned for that one. And then we'll go to Abuja for the FCT brief. And then we come back to Lagos where the beautiful Olamide will take us through everything trending in the world of social media. So grab your cup of coffee and let's have a fantastic show. Now we'll start with the story where the global Stop TB champion and First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, says that President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms and close partnership with private sectors have positioned Nigeria to fund its own TB fight and reduce dependency on donations. Now, the First Lady was speaking at the Global Stop TB board meeting in the Philippines, where she addressed the summit in her role as the global champion of the fight against tuberculosis. Now, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Prof. Mohammed Ali Pate, announced that the federal government has contributed $54 million to the global fight against the scourge.
Through steadfast leadership, community engagement, and strategic national coordination, we have ensured that the number of people diagnosed and treated for TB in 2025 did not decline. This stands as a testament to the power of country ownership and to the unwavering commitment of Nigerians who continue to drive this response forward, even in the face of uncertainty. This experience has taught us a vital lesson that the sustainability of our TB response cannot depend solely on external assistance. True progress must be anchored in national investment, domestic resource mobilization, and local accountability.
What we're seeing is improved tax collection and the tax reforms at the macro level that are providing a path to increase revenue over time. So the last 2 years have been very difficult, but with the increase in revenue, we are seeing line of sight to Nigeria getting additional resources and then channeling those resources to the social sectors, health, education, and other areas. We've had a national financing dialogue to ensure that the federal government's commitments is matched by the subnational governments.
All right, so these are the conversations that we've been having. But I'll just give you a quick background. You know that in 2023, around 467,000 TB cases were estimated in Nigeria. And then in 2024, the Federal Health Ministry reported about 4,000 notifications of TB. And then the deaths were also high. We saw approximately 71,000 deaths, you know. And this is something that the First Lady has always been championing, you know, against, just making sure that people know that there's a remedy to this. And seeing her in the Philippines also speak about this, I just want to pick your brain on this, you know, so far. What do you make of this?
First things first, I want to say the way this administration is handling some health cases is quite impressive. We saw what Mr. President did with dialysis, you know, by crashing the price of dialysis and so on. And we can't measure, or we won't have the time to start listing out what the First Lady has done when it comes to health issues like this. The thing that really caught me about what her speech is that we have, Nigeria has gotten to a position where we have reduced dependency on donations for tuberculosis intervention. And the federal government has put together $54 million to fight this stuff. And if you are fighting with your own money, you are more effective. You are more effective because you are not slowed down because one donor has not sent money when you're supposed to say you have your own cash. And you have to know how serious tuberculosis is.
Yeah.
It is one very annoying malady that unfortunately is transmittable too. You know, it is quite painful, transmittable, it is dangerous, and it has a situation. We found ourselves in a situation where we can handle it here in Nigeria. It's fantastic.
Very, very dangerous, I'll say. You know, for me, when I talk about it, because I know people that, you know, have passed away because of tuberculosis, and you wonder, like, you know, if they had received treatments, you know, if they got the accurate information, which sometimes they do not even. And the First Lady has been doing a fantastic job. Like Etoma said, we cannot name all the things that she has done, but I also know that last year's World Tuberculosis Day, she pledged 1 billion naira. You know, this is a woman that has always stood up, you know, against it. But just seeing her speak, Olamide, we've said it that she's taken center stage. We love that, you know, she's always out to speak about social issues that affect Nigerians.
Absolutely. I think there's a temptation, especially with the current climate in Nigeria, to focus on the economy, to focus on security, whereas other things like health and education naturally take a seat at the back burner. And so it's great to see that the First Lady is taking initiative like this. She's very serious about funding. She's very serious about, I wouldn't call health a soft matter, but she's very serious about things like this. Like Etoma rightly said, for years, Nigeria has depended on foreign aid and on donor funding in order to fund our local health problems. And it shouldn't be that way. And so because tuberculosis, like you said, it's a silent killer. I mean, 1 in every 6 cases in Africa are from Nigeria. Because it's a silent killer, we need local solutions to local problem and indeed local funding. What the message that our First Lady is sending here is that Nigeria is taking charge of its own health systems. We are autonomous, we are independent, and we are capable of solving and surmounting our own health challenges. I think it's a great initiative.
It's beautiful. And that's why I think we're safe to say we're enjoying the renewed hope, you know, because she's really pulling through with that.
It's part of the renewed hope initiative. It's one thing to say something, to advocate something, is another thing to put your money where your mouth is. And you know, for her to have pledged in March 1 billion naira is huge and significant. So this is going to help people who have TB, who are going to be treated, and then it is also going to help those who will be stigmatized as a result of you know having TB at the time. She's so passionate about this cause because she had a very close friend, who died as a result of TB. So that is the reason it's so dear to our heart that so many Nigerians are suffering from this. It's an age-long issue. So for her to commit using the Renewed Hope initiative and the president keying into it and the political will that is being displayed, you know, both home and abroad, and the fact that we are not dependent on foreign aid is to say that yes, Nigeria is getting there to be called the giant of Africa. So much so that when we treat the one we have internally, we'll also help our, you know, other countries.
And Toma, quickly, I'll just come to you here. I think it's beautiful that we're putting tuberculosis on the center stage because it's a silent killer. And the problem is that a lot of people even have it, but they do not know. So early detection can also help. And for some time now, people have felt like, oh, you know, when you have tuberculosis, it's a death sentence. But it's not a death sentence, which the First Lady had said at some point that if you get early detection and you get treatment for it, you will be fine. So I'm happy that we're really throwing more light into this.
Yes, and a percentage of the funds that has been made available will go for education, nationwide education. The people have to know that, number one, you can't stigmatize somebody that has tuberculosis. It's an ailment. It's not something anybody wishes for himself. So there's going to be a lot of mass education aided by the funding that is available right now.
Amazing. Well done to our First Lady. These are really